All right, love it. Okay, I had a hard time trying to figure out what I wanted to call this. I gave Whitney, like, she's like, what is the topic? And I'm like, put yourself in your business, make your business you, be crazy authentic. Like, I just could not pick one thing to stick with it. But we're going to be talking about you putting yourself in your business in all of the areas. Okay, you are the only you that there is, and you are special for a reason, and people shop with you and pick you and join you for a reason, and you really have to believe that. Okay, for many people, I would be very much too unorganized, not organized, too unorganized for them. They would be like, no, she's a mess, I can't. But if that same person sees Whitney doing all the things and they're like, wow, look at her, look how organized she is, that's her person. Okay, so your quirks, what you're not good at, what you are good at, it all plays a part in your business, I promise. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. All right, okay, and I'm going to be asking you guys quite a bit of questions as we go through, so answer in the chat or pop on whatever, I don't care, whatever you want to do for you is fine. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you and you guys tell me what you think, what job I'm reading about. Okay, so creating and sharing content and establishing their expertise. They work to build relationships. They engage regularly with their followers and their friends. They offer insightful content to these people to help influence those who follow them on a particular product.
Whatever happened to Joe from the State of the Union? The fearless
job. Social media influencers, very good. Okay, but does that not sound familiar? Does that not sound like something that we should be doing also? Oh, that's so weird, right? Like, that's so odd. How weird is that? Okay, times are changing. Times are changing. People are making crazy amounts of money online, all right? We can too. There is no income cap for us when it comes to Scentsy. You literally get what you work for, okay? So this all sounds familiar, okay? Influencers, we are practically doing the same thing. What I want you to understand by that is that pushy and salesy is out. That is not cool. That is out. Why is it that influencers, nobody bats an eye? Nobody thinks it's weird. Nobody is bothered by them sharing products or giving reviews on what is good and what's working and what they love. No, people are eating it up and they're buying it from their affiliate links and they're making money. We have a whole website link, okay? So I want you to think about that. Literally, what is the difference, okay? Don't be the ick, that part. We have to be very, very mindful about how we're sharing our products, okay? But also how we're sharing ourselves, okay? That's huge. And I think the biggest thing that I thought about when I read that was, oh my gosh, these people are literally creating relationships with whoever is following them. We are supposed to be creating relationships with whoever is purchasing from us, okay? And even who's following us, because we don't know who's going to join later or who's going to purchase later. There's always a potential customer out there, all right? So creating relationships and influencing people are in. That is what is in right now. And people are okay with it if it's done in a certain way, okay? So pay attention. I think it was Wendy just put up a picture of her in Hawaii, maybe not Hawaii, somewhere, I don't know. But she's like, this is my favorite influencer. Y'all, hello, okay? Like, influencers are influencing and we need to be doing the same thing, all right? So I want you guys to think about that. I want you to think about, who are you? Who are you, okay? Like, just really, who are you? And I was telling Whitney earlier, I was like, listen, think about Whitney. I think about a lot of different things, But I also know that from the things that she posts, whether it be a GIF or GIF, I don't know, I'm getting up there, it's fine, okay? Whatever it is that has words, a picture, a graphic, that has words on it, I know I could know Whitney's personality without ever meeting her in person. I know that she's a fiercely loyal person and she takes that seriously, okay? I know that she loves to love people. You can see those things. She has a big heart. You don't just Y'all, you don't just be having all these puppies at your house peeing and pooping everywhere if you don't have a big heart. Can I get an amen? Okay, like, let's be real. So, but we can see those things. And why can we see those things? Because Whitney shares her personality, she shares her home life, and she shares Scentsy. That's huge. You cannot just post graphics 24/7 and expect your customers to know who you are. So who are you? Are you sharing that with your customers? Okay. My customers know hot, stinking mess up in here. Okay. They know. They know my kids are crazy. They know I'm a mess. They know I try my very best. They know that I enjoy going to the gym. Okay. They know those things because I share those things. All right. It feels weird, but you literally talk to your phone like it's your bestie. That's how you're going to start creating those relationships. Okay. So, are you memorable? Okay. Easily remembered. Are you memorable? That is going to be huge because you know that your customers have multiple Scentsy consultants on their Facebooks. So why are they going to go to someone else versus you and vice versa? Okay. You need to be memorable because sometimes they might remember, oh, yeah, okay, that's right. I know that I bought Scentsy from Christina. Okay. They might remember that. But as they go to type in her name, they're like, Christina, what is Christina's last name? What is, they have to be able to see her name. For them to see her name, she has to show up on social media, right? Maybe they got a mail out from her that said thank you with her name on it. And they're like, when did I order this Scentsy? Oh, that's right. Okay. You have to make yourself memorable. And it's not like you don't have to be all crazy on social media. Okay. I show parts of my crazy. You don't have to do all that, but you do need to make sure that your name is sticking in their head when they think about Scentsy. Okay. Um, are you personable? Are you pleasant, basically? Or are you, listen, we coming up in election time. I'm just gonna put this out there, okay? Be mindful. Do not cut your customer base because you want to share your opinion. All right. So I literally just told my boys, my oldest, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got them. Not everybody needs to see it. Okay. So you keep it to yourself. You are running a business. Do not forget you are running a business on social media. Okay. Okay. So we're just going to put that out there for you guys. Keep that in your back pocket. All right. And I know sometimes it's hard because you're like, oh, I really want to say something. Just scroll on past. Keep it rolling. Just scroll on past. All right. So are you pleasant? Are you posting a bunch of negative stuff? Okay. Or are you just trying to find the best parts of life that you can? And it's okay to struggle. We all struggle. You're a real human. It's okay to talk about, I'm struggling. Life is tough right now, right? But try your best to also turn that into a positive. Try my best right now, but I know it can't rain forever. Look at that. Okay. Because it's true. Can't rain forever. All right. So make sure that you are keeping those things in your mind. What is going to keep your customer coming back to you? Okay. I had a customer tell me the other day, I just love supporting you. I know that you're always talking about all these things that you get to do with your boys because of Scentsy. Think it's amazing. She would never know that if I didn't share, right? If I just kept that to myself, she would never know. Okay. My boys went to something called Teen Pact. I posted a picture of them on my VIP. I was like, listen, thank you guys so much because this was not cheap, but I was able to do this and send my boys up to the Capitol and do this Christian leadership program because of my customers. They need to know things like that. All right. It's not bragging. It's not like, hey, you gave me your money. Yeah. It's not like that. But they need to know what they're supporting and that you're thankful for it. Okay. So put yourself in your business in ways like that. All right. Do you realize, okay, that just like influencers, you truly have a platform? You have a platform. People are looking at your social media. Okay. You don't have a billboard. You're not Burger King. You ain't got commercials. You don't have a billboard. Okay. You are a platform. You're a walking billboard for your business. What are you showing? And again, not just Scentsy. Okay. You have a life outside of Scentsy. All right. You are more than just Scentsy. So what is it? What do you like to do? What do you want to share with people? Maybe you can teach them something. I love teaching people about the fact that they can homeschool if they want to, even if they're working. Okay. It's not for everybody. I got it. But I love to let people know that because not everybody does. All right. So what could you teach people? What do you enjoy doing? That's the things you should be sharing about. Okay. If you don't want your kids' faces on social media, I totally get it. You can take a picture of their little hands. Okay. You can take a picture of them with a book in front of their face. It doesn't have to be their whole face, but share about your family too. People want to get to know you. Okay. They want to know and trust you. That's going to keep them coming back. And then your relationship with them, what you do one-on-one, that way you've got to talk to your customers. You've got to talk to people. Okay. All right. So you are a brand. Your life is a brand. The sports that you're running your kids to. Okay. I can think of a few different SSDs that I'm like, oh, yep, I know it's coming up to be baseball season. That girl's about to be busy. Okay. Why? Because she has shared those things. All right. So you are a brand. Okay. Your life is a brand. Do you even give your customers a chance to get to know you? So many people want to keep a lot of stuff off social media that's personal, and I totally get that. But once you come to that conclusion of this is my business and this is one of the main ways I run my business, you're going to need to share more. Okay. You can't just keep it blanket statements and little quotes all the time with the Scentsy product here and there. Okay. You need to figure out what your brand is going to be. How often are you sharing Scentsy? What does that look like? How are you sharing Scentsy in your own lifestyle? Not just a flyer. This is what's for sale. This is what's going on. Okay. How did you use Scentsy this week? Even if it's once a week, take a video, save it. Y'all, cut the video, edit the video, split it up into parts. You can use it multiple days for multiple things. Okay. So think about things like that. Yes, you can still be private and share. Not everybody knows every little thing that's going on in my life. They know a lot because I don't mind sharing. I'm pretty open. That's just who I am. But if that's not who you are, you can still be private and still share who you are. Okay. All right. So I want you to be thinking about putting yourself inside of your business on social media, okay, and one-on-one with your customers. I sat down with one of my customers. I'm gonna be real honest, y'all. It was late. I did not want to meet with this lady. I was tired. I'm like, girl, I've got these allergy headaches going on. My voice is coming in and out. But I did. I went and I sat with her, and we literally talked for like 20 minutes just about life and about all the things. And I was like, wow, I learned so much about that lady, and I can see her in a whole different light. She learned about me, and she's like, you will be my Scentsy consultant for life, because I spent 20 minutes talking to her. Like, but I let her get to know me. I was no longer just a thank you note in the mail. Okay. And that's what we have to get away from if we want lifelong customers. Okay. I got you, Miss Brenda. Got you, girl. All right. So on social media with your customers, having those authentic relationships. Okay. Our customers need 3 things from us. Your brand is not just, oh, I like purple and pink and everything I have is purple and pink. Get away from thinking that. Can we let go of the color schemes? Just forget about it for a minute. Okay. Your brand is going to be who you are. How are you treating these people? Are you a nice Scentsy consultant? Did you go out of your way to message Miss Kelly when you saw that she was having surgery? Hey, Miss Kelly, I hope your surgery went well. Just checking in. How you feeling? Did I treat her like a person? That's a part of your brand. Okay. How are you treating your customers? And it's going to be different for everybody. Okay. Because we're all different, but that's what appeals to different people. That's a blessing. So it's not that our customers need these fancy mail outs and all of these things. Samples are amazing to get under their nose. Yes, but you got to actually get them under their nose. Then you have to follow up, right? Hey, how'd you like that scent? You got to remember what you even sent them. That's the hardest part for me because I'm not going to write it down. I'm just not. But what they really truly need, besides those things and knowing what's going on in Scentsy world, they need you to let them know you. Knowability, okay? They have to have knowability when it comes to you. They have to be able to get to know their Scentsy consultant. Otherwise, it's real easy to switch to the next girl or the next guy down the road. Okay, I'm going to try them out. Why? Well, because I can. I have no ties, no loyalty to this person until I get to know them. That's when that loyalty kicks in. Okay, They also need to have likability within you. If you're always being so negative, that nobody likes them. Okay, I just gonna throw that out there. Nobody likes negative people all the time. It's exhausting. The world has enough negativity. Okay, so likability, knowability, and then they need trustworthiness. They've got to be able to trust in you as their consultant. Okay, I ordered from Anya. Did she even see it? Well, of course she did, because she just messaged me, thank you. I might get your mail out super late, but I'm going to send you a thank you text. Okay, they can trust that I'm going to see it and I'm going to be appreciative. All right, they know that there's a lot going on, but at some point in the day, there's going to be a VIP post in my VIP group. Okay, they know these things. They should never have to question, is Anya going to send me what she said she's going to send me? I will. It might take forever, but I'm going to send it. It's going to happen. Okay, it might be 2 weeks late, but it's going to happen. Okay, they should never question if I'm a Scentsy consultant, ever. Okay, they need to trust that I'm in it to win it. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, you all have seen those people who jump from business to business to business. Are you trusting them to be the best consultant? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably not, because when are you going to go to the next one? Okay, yes, I text my customers one-on-one. I do not just post in my VIP group. I text them one-on-one, and I message them either on Facebook Messenger, or their phone number is right in when they order. And so I put that right in my phone and I will just text them. Sometimes they get a real fun voice message and it's like, hey girl, thank you for your order. Just surprising them on a Monday. Okay, but I want them to hear that I'm excited that they just ordered with me. I don't want to be like, thanks for your order. Like, but am I thankful? You know what I'm saying? I want them to feel that I'm thankful. Okay. All right. So here is where you guys come in, and I want you to be putting your ideas in the chat or unmuting as I go along. Okay. Because we got to be able to do the how, okay, of putting this into practice for us. All right. So show your passion for our products. That is going to be huge when it comes to your customers trusting you, getting to know you. Do you even use our product? Because if you don't, that's the problem. Okay, use something. There's literally something for everyone when it comes to Scentsy. Okay, so show your passion about the products. Be knowledgeable about the products. Okay, we have things called FAQs on our workstation. If you're like, I really don't know how this wall fan works because you've never had one, that's okay. Go read through the FAQ, search it up on your workstation, read through and learn about it so you can talk to your customers about it. Okay, because if you're over here sharing something and you're like, this doohickey is so good and I love it, that's great, but like, what is it doing? Is it going to take my kids' messes off the walls? Okay, is it going to clean up after dirty little fingers? Is it going to make my house smell good like I didn't just clean? All right, because I don't want people knowing that I just cleaned 5 minutes before they came over. Like, it wasn't clean before that, trust me. But they don't have to know all that. Okay, I just want them to smell the goods. I want them to smell it. All right, so yes, and be real about your products. 110%. Because when we have those little travel tin things, not using them. Ew, I hated them. Nope. I'm not talking about those. I'm not going to pretend like I like something that I don't. Be honest, okay? Even with scents, be mindful. Everybody's nose is different. And I always say that. Everybody's nose is different. This is not an Anya scent. Anya doesn't do florals. And I don't do bakery. Okay? So if you like florals or bakery, this is for you, not for me. Okay? And I have a hard time controlling my face anyway, so they would know even if they saw me do it live. Okay, so be knowledgeable about your products and talk about the experiences that you have using the products. Okay, you don't have to just snap a picture. Talk about it. Talk about it. I know you're like, oh, I don't want to put my face out there, but they have to see you. They need to link the face with the name. Okay, how many people are like, I can recognize a face, but I can't remember that name, or vice versa. They have to link your face with the name and then link it to Scentsy. Okay, so doesn't matter if you look a whole hot mess. It really doesn't. I promise. Someone's sitting there watching your story and they look a mess too. It's okay. All right. It also is real and authentic, because like, we don't look like supermodels every day. Why? Ew, no, who's time for that? Not me. Okay. All right. So ask questions. This is probably one of the biggest things. Remember what I said about opinions. Okay. Ask those questions on your social media. Okay. You can do them on your social media, in your VIP group, I let people vote, y'all. I let them vote on which picture I'm using for my birthday box this month. Okay, my curated birthday box. I'm like, which pictures do you like the most? And people are commenting left and right. They're messaging me about these boxes. They want to know about them, but they also like that they've had a hand in giving their opinion. Everybody loves to give their opinion, y'all. Okay. Yes. Use reels. Yes, yes, yes. Use reels. Use your stories. Okay. Use all the things. You posting just once in your VIP group, it's not going to cut it. You're going to have to post on your actual social media page, okay? On the business page if you have one and that's what you want to do, in your stories. Like, it seems redundant, but not everybody is going to see one post, okay? So keep sharing it, all right? Let people weigh in on things, okay? On your stories, in your VIP group, whatever it is. Hey, do you guys like Washer Whiffs or Scentsy Fresh better? Let people weigh in on those things, okay? This is so important because, again, you also get to know them. They get to know you too. And you can say, my favorite is this. Which one do you like? All right. This is important. Good interaction too. Okay. Sharing your life, not just Scentsy. Okay. I just said it. Take the picture, show your face. You do not have to be perfectly dolled up. It's okay. All right. I would much rather let someone look at me and think, wow, I could see myself doing that, than look amazing every single day and they're like, I could never do that. I could never. No. Okay. They have to see the realness. So put yourself in your business in that way. Even if you don't like it, it's going to be okay. I promise. Okay. Talk to your customers, get to know them one on one. All right. One thing that we can offer better than any big store is being personable with our customers. A big store does not care, but we can care about our customers. Okay. So be personable with them. If you're scrolling and you see little Johnny fell out of a tree and went to the hospital, maybe check in on little Johnny. Okay. I don't know. Comment on their story. Talk to them. How's little Johnny feeling? All right. I was talking to Brittany earlier and she said that one of her really good customers had a baby. And so she sent a little Scentsy buddy because it's a really good customer. And she was like, oh my gosh, so excited for them because they've talked and they've gotten to know each other. They've developed that relationship. So Brittany's like, I'm just going to send her this buddy. And then the girl was talking back to her, asking her about how life is in Florida since she just moved. How are Brittany's kids? Like, because Brittany has given her the opportunity to get to know her and her life. Okay. So, oh, there you are, Brittany. See, I was looking for you. Okay. So next, spice up your parties. Okay. Mock parties are great. Whitney's mock party is insane. It's amazing. It's literally what I start to base my party off of. Okay. But I cannot use all the same words that Whitney uses. One, we're going to get flagged by Facebook. So don't do that. But two, we don't talk the same. That's okay. So some of those words have to be changed and moved around, and I have to give what I would say about it. Okay. So again, put your face in your parties. Your customers and customers coming to you, okay, should be able to recognize your face. All right. Put your face in your parties. If you're only sharing pictures of your hand holding something, but not your face, and a flyer, they're not linking. Okay. They're not linking your name with Scentsy, with your face. You want it all linked. Okay. That's why you'll see a lot of people for their mail outs have their little face on something, or we're always putting our picture on something. Why? We want it to be linked in their brain. Okay. So make sure you are doing that. Remember too, your parties are a first impression of you. Okay. And your business. All right. So if you are, like I said, okay, I get wild sometimes. I get wild. I get a little excited and I get kind of just out there. All right. But they're going to see that right off the bat in the party and they're going to know Anya's either for you or she's not. And that's okay because I'm not for everybody and I'm well aware of this. All right. But the ones I am for will tell me, oh my gosh, that's why I love seeing your stuff. Oh my goodness. That's just so fun that you do that or that your boys do this. Okay. Why? Because I'm making myself stick out. I'm letting them get to know me right off the bat. All right. And that was not easy for me when I first started. So do not think that that is always like a normal thing. It was not. But the more that I've learned that people will always remember how you make them feel. Katie Laster says that, and it's so true. How is your party making your customers feel? How is it making your hosts feel? Okay. If it's making them feel like they're bored out of their mind, y'all, not cool. And I know we can only do so much online, but find a way, okay, to make it so you're not boring people. You don't look like every other Scentsy consultant posting the same exact pictures, all right? Look for things that make you, you. I asked Whitney a few weeks ago, I'm like, I just went through a bunch of my pictures and I always pick like the boho, hippie aesthetic pictures. And I'm like, should I be doing something else? And she was like, I mean, you can show a few if you want to, of different styles, but like that's you. So if that's you, then that's what you're going to post. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. Duh. Okay. So you want to share you. All right. So you are also with your parties, you are leaving people with an experience. Okay. Don't forget that. Some of these people have never heard of Scentsy. This is their very first experience. Some of these people you're going to ask, hopefully all of them eventually, to party. If they didn't have a good experience, why would they want to party with you? If they don't think that you're going to be a good consultant or you're going to be there and they can't trust you to show up, okay, why would they come back? All right. So think about things like that when you are doing your parties. It's not just throwing up a bunch of flyers and being like, yeah, cool, I got 2 sales. Okay. That's another reason that I message people beginning of the party and the end of the party. One, I want in that inbox. Okay. That's the first thing. 2, I want them to see that I take this seriously. Not every Scentsy consultant is going to take the time to do that, right? But I take this seriously. This is a business for me. It brings in income for my family. It blesses us big time. And I want them to see that I do take it seriously. Okay. So they're going to pick to shop with you for a reason. All right. Make sure you give them a good one. Talking about what Scentsy does for you, I said this earlier, it does not have to be just monetary. Okay. But people do not know what they don't know. They're not going to support you if they don't know what they're supporting. Okay. And also, if they don't know what Scentsy can do and the blessing it is, whether it be for community or to put food on your table, all right, they're not going to see themselves in a position to, oh, I really should join that. Some will, but not everybody. Okay. You have to start planting that seed in their heads because not everybody believes in themselves. Okay. So when you sit there and you think about it, you're like, man, what do I like about Scentsy? Monetary and not monetary. Okay. What does Scentsy do for you? Does it give you a community and you're an empty nester and you're able to make new friends and meet people from all over? What does it do for you? Share that with people. Okay. It's going to connect with someone. All right. Share it, share it, share it. Okay. And leaders, ready for this? Do people know your leadership heart? Do you share that? Do you ever talk about how you love writing these top 10 cards because you get to send a little smile through the mail? Do you talk about how you get to pour into people when you train? Okay. Or that you love that one of your teammates just hit a big goal? Leaders, those things are important. People want to know that you're going to be there as their leader for them and not just peace out, because there are a lot of people who join and their leader just deuces. Okay. Are you going to take care of them? Can they trust you to be there to take care of them, to teach them the way, to help them when they have a hard time? All right. So it's not just doing things and say, oh, do this, do this. It's also going to be leading by example, but also sharing that on your social media platform. Okay. Because people who are looking for a side hustle are looking for good leaders. If they don't know that you're a good leader, well, why are they joining you? Right? I got lucky joining Whitney. I got very lucky because I was not paying attention to nothing. So there's that, because that's me. All right. Like, I don't know. And I've done other direct sales where I've never heard from the person I joined with. Okay. So think about those things. All right. Are you showing that you enjoy leadership at all? Because that matters to people. It really, really does. Leave them with a good feeling. Okay. Do you share the background scenes of how you're working? Okay. Some of it can be overwhelming for people. Yes. But some people need something to busy their hands. And always put in, you can work as little or as much as you want to. You don't have to do everything like me. That's the best thing about this business. Okay. I am not, I'm just going to say it, going to make samples of every single LTO. Not going to happen. Okay. But I will pick one and I will make some samples and I will send them to my customers with the scent of the month. Okay. But they're not going to get every single one because I don't like sitting like that. I don't enjoy sitting there doing samples. It's not fun for me. Okay. So think about things like that. Do you show them? what you're doing. I took a picture before I even got on here, and I was like, ooh, get to pour into some people tonight. Those are the things people need to see if you want them to take you seriously and you're putting yourself into your business as a leader. Okay. And leaders, again, what about your teammates? Okay. Are you leading them by example, or are you just kind of MIA? Okay. Yeah. Every single person who has a team should be showing their people that they're working towards this incentive for selling 20 things. And it doesn't have to be big. It can be with a post on your director's page. It does not have to be big. Okay. But your teammates are watching your social media to see, what am I supposed to do? What is it supposed to look like? What does sharing authentically look like? Okay. When your teammates are just screenshotting other people's stories and putting those up, okay, that's not okay. All right. They need to know what it looks like to be authentic in their business. Okay. You can give them ideas, you can help them, throw them all out there. All right. But those things matter. Your people are literally watching you. I promise. You think they don't look at the banner? They do. They look at the banner at the top of the page. They look at who's leading for different things. They're looking and watching. Well, I saw my leader posted this, but it looked like it was out of compliance. Yep, sure is. Okay. Thanks for that. All right. Oh, I'm glad you didn't post it. Like, they're watching you. Okay. So leadership is fun, it's exciting, and it's wonderful, but it is heavier because you know people are actually watching you, even if they act like they're not or you don't think they are. They're not going to like every single thing, but they are watching and paying attention. Are you showing up on the team page, showing up on your stories? Have you even posted about the join special? Right? Can't expect them to post about it if we're not. Okay. So you have to get uncomfortable. All right. And you have to put yourself into your business. Anybody else have anything, okay, that they put in their business to make it them? Give me something. Give me anything, please. I know y'all do it.
I gave myself a name. I am the friendly neighborhood Scentsy lady.
I like it.
Tried to
like
get
it.
like a little catchy thing. So
Yeah.
every time I say hi,
Yes.
I even did it on my regular page too.
Well, there
Just
you
your
go.
friendly neighborhood Scentsy lady here. Guess what, guys?
Yes, I love that. I love that. And if you guys ever look at TikTok or Reels or anything like that, a lot of people have little quips just like that. And you're like, oh, okay, I know exactly who that Kevin can be in a different room. And I'm like, I know exactly who he's listening to. Okay. That's what I want. I want people to hear my voice and be like, that's Vanya. Okay. So I love it. Anybody else have anything that they are doing in their business to put themselves in it and make it theirs?
I'm personally still trying to find that gap. But of course, I post a lot about farm life because my daughter has a mini farm. And just really trying to put it out there. Where I'm at is kind of hard because I live in the country, but I know it's easy. I know it's attainable. And I have put my business on hold because you probably see what's back here. I'm in my tiny house. So I've been making it, but you know what? The one thing that we'll be working on is that you don't have to have the house of Tara. If anyone knows what that is, that Scentsy works in no matter what size. And so once I get everything going and getting my order together to get some things in there. Hey, by the way, tabletop diffusers are like the bomb, people. They are the bomb. That you don't have to have a big area to be able to enjoy the fragrances. And I'm getting away from wax bars, believe it or not, because I love the pods. I love the cleaning line. I definitely love the laundry line. So that's where I've been on hold because I've been trying to get everything together. But I do have a game plan in play.
I love it. I love it. And you know what? I was in an RV when I hit star and superstar consultant. So, and I worked my business from there. That's when I had my wake up that this could actually be something. So, definitely possible to work Scentsy wherever you're at. Shannon, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say I share a lot with the military community because my husband's military. So I post if my dog doesn't go crazy. I post everywhere and I always label it as, hey friends. They know me as the Scentsy person in the military community because I'm always posting. I post every week. I make it known. I post new pictures, fresh pictures. That's how I've really hit a great start to March, was just posting and sharing. And I do get a lot of referrals because a lot of people are like, Shannon, tag Shannon, Shannon. And it matters how many people tag you. You can have one, but I have like, people will literally tag me like 10 times and I'm like, thank you, because it shows you are consistent and that person that keeps showing up. That's how I literally had a sip and sniff, like a sniff at like 10 o'clock at night in March that my husband drove me to on the military base. So I wouldn't go by myself, but people see you as that person as long as you are consistent, show up and show your face.
Absolutely.
Hey, Anya, I'm gonna jump in. One thing I think is no, in a minute. Sharing this,
Yes.
the authenticity. Life is messy. And I try not to just share the highlight reel. And that's just across social media in general. You don't, like you said, you don't want to be negative Nancy, but it's okay to be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between being in a negative Nancy and being vulnerable and being like, I am a total train wreck right now. My husband's on a 9-month deployment that was not planned. I am a solo mom. And people, my people know that. Everyone knows that. Everyone who knows me knows I am a mess right now, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I found that people give you more grace than you think they will. And it's also important because one of our core values is authenticity for a reason. We are not all shiny, happy people and everything is perfect in purple Scentsy land. No, we are real people outside of Scentsy and life is hard. And it is okay for your people to be like, yo, I'm a month behind on Happy Meal. Love ya. Thank you for your order. It is so important because that season might not always be like that. I might be on top of it in 2 months. God, I hope I am. But I mean, like, it's just so important to be so honest with your customers and on social media. I'm not going to clean my kitchen in the background before I go live. They're going to see the dirty kitchen. They're going to see the pile of laundry. Y'all want to see it? It's there. My customer, I'm not going to hide that. You see the no bra. I'm not going to hide that from my customers because, like you said, it makes you more relatable, makes you more real. So don't be scared to be authentic. When the kids bust in the room 15 times and you're like, please, it's life. Life is messy. It's not black and white. It's shades of color. Don't be afraid to show your shades of color because everybody's colors are going to be different. And people are struggling more than they want to admit. And it's refreshing when people are real and honest and truthful and vulnerable on Facebook. So don't be scared to show your customers the mess.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to do that.
I agree 110%. I agree with that for sure. I was on my stories last week and I was like, listen, I got a teenager fighting me to do schoolwork. I got my middle one who is, he was in a tree. I don't even know like what we were supposed to be leaving. He was in a tree. I'm like, where are you? I couldn't find him. He's in a tree. I'm like, my little one, I forgot to give him any type of ADHD medication. And it was a wild day. But I'm
And
like, that's my life.
And I think that it shows that you are committed to Scentsy when, even in the midst of that mess, you're still taking time to prioritize your business. Maybe not as much as you have, but you're still showing up. It might not be as much as you have been, and because that I'm speaking because this is me. This is me. But it's still there, even in the midst of the mess. And that shows people that you are serious about your business and you're not going to bail on them as a consultant. Because even in the midst of a messy season, you're still showing up as a consultant and sharing things with them and showing up to meetings. It's okay. You can be in the mess, just don't stay in the mess. Focus on what can I do with what I've got going on now and do it.
It also shows them that like they can do it too, and your teammates, because you're right, life is not perfect. Like it's a roller coaster. And so that's one thing I never want my team to be like, well, Anya can do it because everything's all perfect. No, it's not. Okay, it's
A
really
mess.
not. I don't know my head from my backside most days. Okay, and for the 5th day, I have put on my shirt backwards. I don't know why this keeps happening to me, but it does, and that's okay. Okay, that's okay, and I want people to know that even in the mess, even in the hard, even in the depression seasons and all the things, you can still work your business. It might not be as much as it was, but you can, and I think that's so important for customers and teammates to see. So I love that. I love it. Anybody have anything else? Like, wow, we're under an hour. We did so good. All right, I'm gonna say, well, if y'all have other things, other way that you're just putting yourself into your business, then share it with us. Put it on the team pages, put it in the leaders group if you're a leader. Okay, let us know because everybody's life is so different and it's just so important for you guys to shine as who you are. It really, really is. All right, I'm gonna stop recording really quick.